back over here to Will's Departure. And I'm going to start Will's Departure now, but I'm not going to finish it. It's a little longer than the previous scenarios we've done, as are most of Will's scenarios. But Will is basically he's a quail seeker, a quail hunter. They're called diggers. And they also, by the way, get kick-ass hats. I don't know if it's like a pith hat. Oh, sure, why not? Got it all wrong. Yeah, if you go in this house, there's a guy in here. It's a historian. I think that's a historian. There's a historian around here somewhere, and he'll tell you stories and things like that as you go. Let's see. Let's talk to you. Your clothes are in the way. I can't talk to you. Come here. What have you got to say? Yeah, fishing's okay. I live near the only naturally occurring lake in Texas. Every other lake in Texas is a man-made reservoir, except for Cattle Lake. Now, there are 3 places of interest in West End. First is this lady right here. She has the ability to basically take equipment from, well, people that have been in your party. So we can take Gustav's buckler, his breastplate. We're going to leave Gustav's equipment alone. However, I am going to steal this birch ring. Now, you actually cannot put equipment back on people, so you don't want to grab everything. So, yeah. But I do want the birch ring. So that I can equip it and have access to life water. Now, let's talk a bit about Will. Will is actually more of a spellcaster type than he is a fighter. He can fight pretty decently with a staff, but he has much, much lower WP regeneration than Gustav, and after a certain event, as the story goes on, his WP regeneration actually goes lower. So that's slightly annoying, but, what can you do? Gustav's got pretty good talents in magic there, as you can see. And his weapon of choice is a staff. Okay, so let's poke our head in here. This is the equipment shop. You talk to the guy from this angle, he can fix tools. You talk to the guy from this angle, you can buy tools. Alright. And you talk to this guy, he will sell you rings. The way rings work is basically they have 10 uses of whatever anima they are. So this is a tree tool. It's got 10 uses of tree. They're useful if you want to. The thing about spell arts that I haven't really gone over yet, because we haven't really had any spell arts, is you actually have to have access to whatever anima makes up the spell to be able to cast a spell. For example, if the actual life water spell itself is tree water, so you have to have on your person or in the maps that you're fighting, you have to have access to water and tree anima. So if you have a wood spear, so basically if you're not in an area that doesn't have abundant water, you have to have a wood and a water tool to cast life water. If you want to cast a fire spell, for example, we're about to get access to a fire, a tree art called Bushfire that is tree fire. To cast tree fire, you have to have a tree tool and a fire tool. Oh, by the way, this guy right here, it's really important that you repair your stuff. What has he got here? Like, what? Why can he repair those? Oh, I picked those up. Yeah. When you pick up equipment, it actually has less uses than, whatever. But anyway, that's probably going to be most everything I'm going to buy at this point. Let's see. Go away. I don't really like buying the rings at this stage in the game. Later on, I might buy some rings just so I have access to certain types of anima. But since I have limited, inventory space. Anyway, this is Cordelia. She is a sentry. Sentries basically team up with diggers like Will, and they guard them while they do the digging. The ruins of Han. So I need to talk to this gentleman. His name is Narcisse. By the way, that is absolutely the best name ever. You can ask him to join your party. They force them to join your party. You can actually go to the ruins of Han without them, but after you go to a certain depth into the ruins of Han, they join your party anyway. So it's honestly best just to grab them now. So anyway, now we have these gentlemen and ladies in our party. Take a look at them. Cordelia is a master of the spear. She also is pretty good with a bow. I don't know why they have an axe on her, because she's honestly she doesn't have the talent for the axe. But, whatever. As you can see, there's her stats. She's much more of a melee character than she is a spellcasting character. It's not really generally good practice to base what you want somebody to do in your combat lineup by what talents they have. While that is a useful guideline, a better guideline to look at is their WP and SP regeneration. People that have higher WP weapon point regeneration tend to be better fighters, and people with... they're better utilized as fighters, since higher weapon point regeneration is actually rarer than SP regeneration, because you can actually alter your SP regeneration with equipment. See, for example, this birch ring. With it equipped, my SP regeneration goes up to 3. So, I mean, you can equip somebody to for that, but you can't alter the WP regeneration. So, it's better to look at that. And then, once you figured that out, then kind of alter them with how you want to do. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put... it's a flame tool. He's got a fire charm on already. He doesn't need a stone tool. I'm going to go ahead and put this hunter bow on him just so he has the extra SP. And now we're going to go peek into the ruins of Hanova. The ruins of Han. So, now there's a couple of areas we can go explore here. We can go right, we can go up, we can go left. We're going to go left first. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I'm going to go up first. This area is divided into 2 parts. This way and these other 2 paths. These other 2 paths loop around and go into a crypt that goes underground, which is where you got to go to finish the map. This way down here is a dead end that you pretty much go to get some extra treasure. I'm going to be going down there first. Well, in a moment. First, I want to grab... I'll grab this. Flame rod. Flame rod is a sword, by the way. It's not a stick. It's not a staff, even though it sounds like it would be. Alright, come down here. It's a steel amulet. Go around here. This is where we want to go. If you come in here, we find our 4th party member. Remember how I said some people look really, really gangly? Well, Tyler is the master of that. I mean, look at him. He just looks... I don't know how to describe how he looks. At this point, if you did not have Cordelia and Narcisse in your party, they would show up and join your party. So, let's take a look at Tyler. Tyler is primarily an axe user. Yeah. This, by the way, is pretty much your first real chance to train up and learn a lot and learn arts. Specifically, if you want to learn spell arts, this is a really good time to learn, get like a basic set going, because of the fact that I'm not real sure about duels, but I do know for a fact that if you're at the end of a party battle, excuse me, I'm just got. Ooh. At the end of a party battle, only specific people can learn specific spells. For example, Tyler can only spark, and I'm using spark as a generic term, like after battle. He can only learn 4 spells. He can equip any spells you have, but he can only learn 4. He can learn Delta Petra, Mindscape, Stone Armor, and Guard Beast. That's 2 tree arts, 2 stone arts. That's all he can learn. So he can never learn any of the other spells in the game in a party battle. I'm not real sure if that extends to duel battles, but as a general rule of thumb, I typically don't really try to learn spell arts with... I typically try to learn spell arts with the people who have the best chance of learning them, so... Let's see, if you know the answer to that, let me know. I would be interested in that. My pants are vibrating. Somebody's trying to call me. So, anyway, this is a good place to stop for now. Next time... Well, no, we could continue on. I'll explore the outer areas of the ruins here, and then we will then go deeper in. So these are our party members. Let's see, Beat, Thrust. Now, Narcisse does not have a good... He does not have talent with the bow, but he is fairly good at learning a couple of the basic arts for the bow. Specifically aim shot and random shot. Random shot's actually pretty useful if you could get it. Let's see, but one of the arts you really want to try, and if you can trigger, is needle shot. So we want... I'm going to do wood staff. Let's see. By the way, stone tile, it's an environment thing. We can cast stone as much as we want. So we're going to do wood staff, thrust. See, Cordelia can also learn needle shot pretty easily, so we're going to have her do that. Narcisse. Try and learn Sonic Burner. And from him, I'm going to learn... Let's see, Tyler can only learn Tree and Stone. So, yeah, and he's got really, really low chances of learning that. So I'm just going to stick with Heel Crush from him. If I can't trigger, like, something else. Now, if you're trying to learn magic, you want to only use an elemental attack once. So, like, you know, now I want to just finish it with Beat and Thrust and shoot. So I can try and learn arts. Doesn't look like I'm going to learn any. The game is being very, very stingy with the art learning while I'm on camera, isn't it? Huh. Oh, she learned Life Water. Look at that.